Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. End of the rest of your life, part two. There it is. So, another good news update from yesterday. As of now, I do have a job. I'm going to start working in a school. The school I'm going to be working for and working at here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you are from and live in St. Louis, Missouri, I am going to be working either at a middle school or high school, just being a custodian. Nothing wrong with that, huh? If any of you about my age, or if you ever seen the movie ATL and Ti said this was sweeping and cleaning the floors get you, he wasn't lying. Everybody want to be a content creator. Everybody want to do shit for clout. I'm sort of doing it for and like that, but that's not my reasoning. My reasoning is more of right now. I'm also trying to meet new friends, meet new people. I'm trying to meet new like-minded people like myself. You know, world don't understand them. Seems like people could be or is against you. I'm not saying people is. I'm not saying people is, but you know, people will just be like that, and they won't even tell you. They won't even tell you that they are against you. So it's like as you do get older, and this is different. I guess this is different for me. This is different for me because a lot of people in life feel like you got to start shit from nothing. Everybody feel like you have to start everything yourself from nothing. But again, back to what I was maybe saying yesterday. What if you don't know how to do that? What if you don't know how to start something from nothing? I can't actually say that or don't say that because I used to be a songwriter or am a songwriter. So my thing is, it's like, okay, so I have started stuff from scratch before, but when it comes to finances, I don't know how to do that. I wish, or at least I was smart enough to comprehend. Or some of you like me to where you have a learning deposition, or you just say it, just admit it. Not everybody wants to admit it. No one ever wants to admit they dumb, stupid, or slow. I can say this: not everybody is dumb, stupid, or slow. Some people is actually dumb, stupid, or slow. But I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say in life, it depends on where you. It depends where your head is at. Some people are gonna comprehend what should be easily comprehended. It doesn't always work. Now I can't say it doesn't always work like that with people. It definitely doesn't work like that with me. A lot of people think, oh, but you should be smart enough to where it's just common sense. You should just know. No, it don't work. Some people's brains don't work like that. Some people's brain does not work like that. I wish mine did. It doesn't. Because again, you're in your, especially now my age, you're in your 30s. You don't know who to go. You don't know where to go. Don't know what to do. You know what you're supposed to do. You know the resources that you need. You know the resources that you need, which right now for a lot of us, it's money. We need a lot of us need a whole lot of money to not just do what we want, but have the life that we're trying to fight for and strive. But right now, I just want a simple lifestyle. At this point, I don't want to be famous anymore, but I do want to be rich. I don't want to be famous anymore, but I do want to be rich. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of gave up a lot of my actually worldly, earthly, desirable dreams. Excuse me. Yep. Anyways, now back what I was saying was, anybody else have a hard time just comprehension of things in life? I'm gonna say like a lot of us to where, yeah, you're 20. Like for some of you, that's like maybe 24, 25. Maybe you do got it all together now. Some of us didn't have that chance or had a choice. If we want to think about it, let's start from the beginning where I was actually born. I was born in the city, downtown St. Louis. My mom, she is a family of two, but feels like a family of five sometimes. I ain't saying she had other kids by other men, but you know how most mamas, or you know how most mamas that want to be mamas forever, to where she'll take, if she love your friends so much, she gonna call them son or call them daughter too. And then when they leave or y'all stop being friends, they get sad because it's like, oh, but I like them and miss them. No offense, it's just be like, I get it. I guess you want the best for me or who you think should be in my life, but sometimes it's not cut and dry. It ain't black and white. Sometimes it does come complicated. It does come complicated times and complicated things that you kind of see, you have to do, you have to say, and it's not hard to. Yeah, I'll say this. I even put out. I already put out a. I put out a post on my other social medias, just quoting a song which a lot of people should have heard of, which is called "Time Moves Slow." And the hardest, I'll say the chorus of that song that hits hard is running away is easy. It's the leaving that's hard. It is. I'm not gonna fake it to you. Now, this subject matter I'm gonna say is sometimes it is gonna be friend, it's gonna be family. Shit, motherfuckers. I'm gonna say is there are some situationships that you don't want to leave because you love them so fucking much. You love that person so much and they don't even know it. They don't even realize it. They don't even pay attention that you want them there long term, or you've thought about this long and hard that you want them long term. But it's either at some point as an adult, it is excuses. It is excuses. It is lying. Some of you are running scared. Where am I running to, huh? Where am I finna run to? I'm not finna run nowhere. I'm finna sit the fuck right here. And like I kind of said at one point, the other update is eventually I think I said by next year, by actually the age of 35, but that just means I do got to start this new job soon. I do have to start this new job soon. But in doing so, I think with my job, it is going to get me it is going to get me savings, is going to get me my own apartment. Hey, and again, legally I can't drive. Legally I cannot drive. My situation is, first off, I've just never been able to actually buy and have or go out and just go buy my own vehicle. I just never been able to have the money to go do that. I wish I did, but I didn't or haven't. So that's one part of it. Secondly, is when I would and did have cars or bought cars, they didn't last long. I get it. You want quality, you got to pay for them. But in most people's lives, they just try to do the best with what they got, with what they can and when they can. So yeah, if I got to do cheap cars that's $1,000, $900, I just got to do it. Because who's going to have, first off, I'm going to be honest, personally, in personal opinion, I don't like credit cards. I don't like car notes. That is just debt. The word to some of you all is, or at least for you smarter ones, yeah, it is credit. You build credit, which I still don't understand why that's how it's supposed to work in our money world. But secondly, I am going to go with Secondly, I'm probably just gonna go with just okay, debt. Why is there debt, people? I want to know, why is there debt? Hmm? Do you understand why we have debt? Some people say all debt ain't good, ain't bad debt, and ain't bad debt. It's sometimes good debt. You need good. Like what? What debt is debt? Cut and dry, cut plain and simple. Fuck. But it's like, yo, it's like if I'm gonna borrow some money, okay, I am gonna expect to pay you back, but don't expect me to pay you with interest. What the fuck? I'll pay you a look, and if I do pay you with interest, it's 10%, not 12, not 15, not 20. Anything more and other than that, it's a no go. Yeah, that's my. I mean, right now that is my update. I am finna work. I am finna get a, and I think this is gonna be a great job for me, y'all. Look, if y'all want to also know what a lot of my dreams was, or a lot of our dreams was growing up, I can tell you mine personally. Firstly, I wanted to be a rocket scientist. I definitely thought I had the grades, and I thought I had the smarts to pull that off. No way. And then I started getting other interests. I started liking art. I started liking music. You know what I'm saying? I started liking a lot of art. I started liking music and whatnot. Um, a lot of the art I started liking to do. Well, I tried painting for a while. I wanted to sculpt, but again, it's like, okay, let me just say, I feel like when it does comes to even schooling, or I'll just say hobbies, why is it that when I don't know about the rest of the world, but why is that in America? If it's something you love or want to do, back to my what I was saying yesterday about people with careers, if it's something you want to love to do, it's like, why does it cost so much, or why does it cost at all? I never understood of how it's free, cheap, and easy to join military to take a life, but it's cost to save one. Why does it? Why would it cost for me to, if I know how to do brain surgery or know how to just do any type of surgery whatsoever, point blank, period. Sure, let me do that because maybe I'm going to find some type of, maybe I'm going to find some type of new method, new cure, something like that. But anyways, my second one, I'll say, when as I got older, this was when I turned 14, like a lot of us, then I wanted to start being a rapper. And surprisingly, I was kind of good at it. I was surprisingly good at it. I just started wanting to rap. So I was like maybe 14. This is like maybe shit. I'm probably, the year for us is like maybe 2008. At least while rap was good. So like from the time it was created till now. I'm sorry. At this point, I guess you could say I guess you can call me an old man or sound like an old man, but I hate this new shit. And it's cool if you say I'm a hater or whatnot of liking what I like. But at this point, I kind of like a lot of outlaw country because everybody has to go to subgenres now. At this point, everybody kind of does and go to subgenres. I'll say that. So the subgenres, I would definitely say like, or that's my homie kind of says, rage rap. I like outlaw country. Obviously, techno, house, EDM. Rave. Kind of what I'm playing in the background right now. So I wanted to do that. And I did that well into my 20s. Oh, don't get me wrong. I think that was the one thing I think I wanted to stick with and actually succeed. But first off, so many of us wants to be a celebrity. We all want to be superstar. We all want to be millionaires and rock stars. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that's a bad thing to have some talent, but not everybody's supposed to get picked. Not everybody's supposed to be the front man. Like there's always going to be that girl that wants to be the lead singer of the group, or that guy that wants the guitar solo or drum solo, or just even vocal solo. But we all know it's not going to happen. Maybe you just be the songwriter. And the faces and the actual guys, they just go perform it. But guess what? You still, in a way, you still did some of the work. In a way, you still did some of the work. But there's no way that you shouldn't get any credit for what you do or say. A lot of people get left. A lot of people get left behind. Um, I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, we all as we get older, our mindsets change, and I have to think about what's going to be long term, at least a little bit. The one thing that my mom can say and myself can say that I'm proud of that I started to teach myself as far as being a human on this planet is yeah, I guess with the financial stuff, it was just kind of fucking stupid, but it's like, look, treat people right, you work your butt up, you work your ass off, you work long, you be a good person, you do right. Now, personally, I'm not going to say it always gets you what you want or where you want, but hopefully when you do whatever it is that you were hoping for, hopefully in some weird way, I'm going to say hopefully it was positive. Hopefully it was in a way it was weirdly positive. Let's go with that. Like getting yourself out of it, out of whatever you in or is, that's hard. I am $45,000 in debt due to an old car accident and just being stupid, riding, being irresponsible, and or let me rephrase that: choosing to be irresponsible, riding around and not having insurance. Yes, yes, people, it is a choice. I live in fucking Missouri. I live in fucking Missouri, and I kind of been doing my own research, and it's like, no, I get it. It's breaking the law. It would be kind of incriminating yourself, but it's like it's not if you don't tell anyone. But still, I already looked this up, and it's like almost 52% of Missourians undocumentedly saying though are driving probably without a license or insurance. It's either or because it's like they already got the vehicle, but it's either or. So it's like, oh shit, wait a minute. So you know what I mean? Uh, but as I got older now, it's just like, okay, I guess the entertainment part now is gone. That I was again, like a lot of people say, time flies. Here I am in my 30s now, like early 30s though too, and a lot of us still don't got it together. I just I don't know. I just feel like though that I am getting older, and I'm happy for myself. I got employment now. It's just still the one thing I still would love and would like to do, which is just still be able to drive and go some places. But I guess if it's just going to be me having a job, having money, having a bunch of savings, having some stocks. Oh yeah, I do believe in stock market now. I do believe in making money. I do believe in spending money to save money to earn money in no other shape or form or way. To where it's like, oh damn, snap, he made money without having to work for it. Yes, my mother it loves that about me, and it's like, well, trying to just think of other things outside the box than just having a job. Everybody thinks just having a job, a career is cool for them. Yeah, that's cool until you get burnt out. You still need a backup plan for when some of us, or what we think of some of us, are going to retire. I know for a definition or for what reason my black ass ain't going to have a retirement. I'm only in my 30s. And in the country I live in, I'm sorry, I don't see us getting better. I see us getting worse. Even my own, I'm gonna say even some of my own generation were all divided. Not even I'm not and again, everybody likes and wants to always go to for and by race. Like fuck that. I'm sorry. What? That's not what I was going with. But anyways, but because a lot of it I really want to say classism, sexism, ageism. There, yeah. Some of us are discriminated against just because of how old we are. Some of us are discriminated just because of our gender. Some of us are discriminated against just because we're not richer than the next person. But what type of shit is that? It can all be taken away from you right then and there, and what was probably yours can now be mine. See, and vice versa. Flip flop, karma. You get what I'm saying? You dig? So it's like be careful what you say. Be careful what you say, or at least word the way how you say it. Excuse me. Word the way of how you of when you say it and how you say it, because it can all get flipped around on you. It can all get turned wrong. I don't know. I guess right now I'm like I said, I'm trying to become positive now in life. In my later years in life, as I'm getting older, be positive everything. And I ain't gonna fake it. That includes, I guess, dating. I guess dating now because of course I keep getting, even though I needed work. Uh, Even though I need work, okay, now I keep getting asked from my mother, like, when you gonna find a nice girl? Like, why don't you get one from church? First off, I got a sister. And she is in our age group of 30s and up. And she can tell you, bro, man, she be trying to tell our mama, but she don't want to listen. She don't know because she's not in our age group. She is though. So my sister, on the other hand, oh God, I love her. But anyways, she'll just tell you, just yeah. I'm not saying put them all in a box, brother, but easy there, easy now, home. Like, all right. She ain't lying. But oh, break time. Look at that. Party mode. Ah, usually in the morning, I'm drinking coffee, but no, no creamer. And if there is, it's not the kind I want. It's not the kind I want, at least. So, usually I'm doing coffee in the morning, but just this morning I'm just having some water. 'Cause, yeah, I'm a health nut now. I feel like I'm sort of a health nut now. The only thing I even do is this anymore. All I do is smoke. Let's be real. I don't eat pork anymore. It's just beef, chicken, and fish. I do believe though I do need to eat some more fruits. I do need to eat a little bit more fruit though, because you know fruit's good for you. I mean, yeah, I like to go on hikes. I want to eventually, if it eventually my life changed and turned around. There's like there's a couple of hobbies I want to try and look out for, look at, I guess, or at least just something to do a little bit more. I mean, because right now I do more of this now as a little bit, a little bit more for, meeting people, but also telling my truth. Excuse me. But no, I'm just kind of here to, meet like other like-minded people such as myself, you know, like maybe you do have a spouse, maybe you and your spouse have kids, maybe you guys are married. I don't know. But it's for I guess for us ones like myself to where we still ain't got it all together though, but we're trying our best to get it to do it and get there. And it's like just please people give us a chance. But while we're doing that, say hi. Be like, hey, share your story with me. Let's see if you can relate to that, or it can relate to me, or maybe you can relate to others. But the whole point of it's always us as humans, I feel like, is just pass on your story. Tell rather it be bad. You know what I mean? Like tell it whether it be good or bad. Oh man, I got a bunch of people. I got a lot of people. I got to go ahead and text back to a little bit later. But no, I sit here sometimes and I think, I philosophize, and I contemplate. And it's just like, are we running out of time? Am I? Because it's like I'm starting over. And what if you kind of think to yourself? What if you kind of think to yourself though too? It's like, what if I never get it together? How long will it take before you have it right? And it's not always your fault. Some things just don't fall through or the way that you want them to with plans. I do like to say that. I like to say that. I've always have I don't know. I feel like in life when people always plan, it seemed like better days back in our parents' time and our great grandparents' time. Because they didn't. I ain't gonna say they didn't plan things out, but when they did plan it, they went and fell through. Because I don't know. Again, I just also feel like those times were different. They were simpler. You worked one job. You had you still went to school, but you at least had one job. You still had one job. You went to school, got one degree. You had one salary, maybe, and either depending on your life choices, either now you got a maybe you got a wife and now you guys are about to start a family, had one kid, or you started a business first to get get accumulate more assets and more wealth first, and then you went to go have a wife and kids so she could, if she wanted to, she could be a stay-at-home mom. But again, life's all about choices and risks. You gotta go take them whenever, in any case that you see fit, or to where that you think or is a opportunity. But that includes and goes for me too. If I see it's a risk and opportunity, I'm going to take it. Again, this is a risk and opportunity with me. Again, I'm just always going to tell you. I'll always just tell you my day, tell you my story. At this point, I'm just going to say I think of this, even though I'm going live, no one's watching. Documentation, truth of story of my story that can and could be told. Because they say once it's on the internet, it survives forever. You're never truly gone. You're not immortalized, but at least something was said. Maybe somebody one day comes across this. and they just watch them and they're like, damn, this dude had somewhat of a sophisticated and interesting life. We dig it. We like that. But yeah. Whew. Yeah, because, man, I really just hope this works out. I mean, I, I just think it's time. It's okay. I just don't want to feel, I don't want to feel hurt anymore. I don't want to feel left behind. I don't want to feel ashamed. What I still would like. I'm not saying I'm not saying it goes the way how everybody wants to in life, because that's not the way how it is, how life's supposed to be, or how it takes at all. Um, but I say the subject of love. Just I would just want the way it would be. I just want the love that I would give out to be given back the same way I would give them. But sometimes we know that's not how the way people work. People are flawed. People hurt. People hurt you. People hurt people. People hurt your feelings. They Some people do it intentional. Other people will do it unintentional. But they won't even realize that they're doing it until it's too late. Because now you probably you probably stop checking on them. They're probably secretly you're believe it or not, you both are probably, or people secretly stalk each other because in some form of way they feel some form of feeling or a deeper connection with them. But the other person, though, like I said, people don't always work that way as far as how their feelings work. And so it's like you can love that person more than they love you, but they'll never know it because you won't know it because they won't show it. It does get to a point, I'm going to say, with age and growth and mentality change, the words don't mean anything anymore. It's I'm going to show you that I deserve you. So it's like, damn. So what do you got to do? So it's like about time you do come back to them or tell them like, hey, I got all this. Want to go do this? It's like, all right. I know for me right now, I needed a job. I'm gonna re-need some savings again. I'm gonna re-need some stocks, at least to where you can just sit. I can just put the money in, buy, you know, just let it sit there, let my stocks sit. And I guess another thing is probably start this business up. I'm trying to start a cannabis business. I want to be in cannabis. It's $1 billion business with a B. We all know this. For my smokers out there, for all my smokers, for 20, that ganja, that reefer, that that chronic, that smoke, that gas, that za. For you fucking new heads, goddamn. I can't even type today, people. There it is. There it is. Yep. Ugh. But I still kind of ask, besides here, physically, physically, mentally, and emotionally, where do you go find new friends at when either all your other friends are busy, they won't answer or pick up the phone, maybe for some reason they hold some sort of grudge against you and they just won't answer your calls and they just not fucking with you for some reason. Like you don't know why. You didn't do nothing wrong, but they just fall in back order. You don't know, but it's like I don't know. You have those thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And it's not wrong to have those thoughts. It's like you just have that type of love for people, rather it be love on a level of they just family and they friend, or love to where I want to make this person my husband or my wife. Because let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, I just contemplated this subject matter to myself. First off, while we're on this earth, yes, bullshit. Some and a lot of us don't want to be single. You can get the fuck out of here. Who actually want to die alone? Who wants to die without making a bloodline? I'm sorry, that sounds like the dumbest shit ever. Dated all these people and you still ain't started a family. You still ain't settled the fuck down. What the fuck? You getting old. I'm getting old, damn it. I am ready to settle down. But I'm gonna say yes again. Everybody, maturely, growth wise, and adult wise, I get it. Both men and women, everybody gotta have their shit together. I can't just be, I can't be just be slaying around dick, slaying around. I can't just be slaying around dick and weed, and maybe a little money here and there. They're like, damn, maybe she does want a little bit more. But that goes vice versa with her. It is equal parts. But double standards are like a double-edged sword. No matter how you slice it, everybody gets cut. Ain't that a crazy analogy and way to think about it? The way I just fucking put that. Oh my soul. Ugh. Uh, but no, it's like again, I'd rather do that because I'm gonna say, I guess, again, I'm gonna say spiritually, no, I'm not afraid to die. But where am I going after? I don't know. There's some things that I do believe spiritually, my soul needs to be absolved of to Christ, Almighty God, to go to heaven. There are some things that I have done that I need to confess and get off my chest to where one day I can go meet him and say and tell him whatever I did, or at least all the things that I have done on this earth. I'm sorry. I just didn't understand why I didn't talk to you more. Why didn't I believe in you more? Because I will ask the Lord, why would you make my life be like this? Or like a lot of people's. I'm not saying oh, woe is me, feel sorry for me and whatnot, but it's like for people who do want to, just for people who's trying. Do you get what I'm saying? Understand, I'm trying to mean like if these people are actually trying in their life, like they want to try and do something with their lives instead of just remaining and being stagnant. I'm tired of being stagnant now, and it's either it's for me now, or at least like a lot of my friends, which is kind of I get it. They're friends. They want the best for you, just like your family would. But especially for your age, it's like why don't either keep making a whole lot of money. So that means either work a second job, invest your money, or go get smart, go back to school. Because I'm not going to say just as a man thing, I'm going to say as a mature adult thing in his 30s. I think now the important things, yeah, again, I do like to smoke. I love smoke, but I know that's not as important as trying to be a stable body, clean, average, mature. I don't want to say average because some of us don't always like to want to be average, but again, like I said earlier, everybody can't be in the spotlight. Maybe it's better to just be behind the scenes and you'll still get some credit. You actually get more for not being being the front man. Because guess what? It's like if it wasn't for you, what would they have? Especially since you were the source. You dig? But and then also a wife, a loving wife, because it's like okay, so you made those kids, but y'all ain't married. Why is marriage such a scam nowadays? It's like, damn, my mom and dad got to be married. My mom and dad got to be married. My some of the people I grew up with now are married. But again, that's where it kind of feels like you feel like you're left behind. You're doing something wrong. Something's wrong with you. Um, you wake up alone. You eat alone. Um, we all say we were born alone. But let's ask the real question: does anybody actually really want to die alone? I want to eventually. Again, me personally, this is me speaking. I want to absolve myself from my sins spiritually and Christianly, but physically, I wanted to eventually, yes, be able to say, I guess financially, I got it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I want to say financially, I finally got it. And then love wise, maybe some woman, not girl. I don't like to say girl because again, I feel like if you're growing up and you're adults, the adult wise, mature wise, don't you want to be called instead of a boyfriend or girlfriend, a wife, a husband? Um, I'd rather be called those than anything because I'm so sorry. A boyfriend, keyword boy. I don't want to say or sound like that. That makes me sound immature. That's like calling her a girl. That's insulting. Tell me that's not fucking insulting to you. What? That's fucking insulting. No, I don't want to go there. I'm not gonna do that. Um, but that's why I'm kind of like at this point, it is a commitment. I don't want you to be just no. I don't want it to be just roommates. I want to where every day for the rest of life, when any of us or any one of us just walk in the room, we both light up. Or somebody, if you're down, I'm gonna bring you up. They're down, I'm gonna bring you up. But again, like I said, people ain't always the same. They're not, and it be the ones that you care about. Like I said, there's a certain love to where you can love them, but they can probably love you back, and it'll be all that time that you spent and all the time that you given them. And I guess I'm gonna throw in there. I guess all the money that you probably spent on them, to where they said, "Oh, I'm gonna pay you back. Oh, I'm gonna pay you back," and it never comes. And then you realize how much money that you have probably spent. Or do you ever just sit there and think about life, how much money you have spent and gave to some people, and they never ever got back to you or paid you back the money that they ever owed you. Like they didn't even do the math themselves. They didn't care. They didn't care at the time, anyways, and they just spent the money. It was your money, but you didn't get nothing out of it. Don't that kind of stings a little bit? It's like, oh, okay. And at that point, it just kind of hurt. At this point, though, like I said, I'm at a I shouldn't feel like this, and this is why I say I need to eventually go seek out and do therapy. I feel like this can maybe kind of be sort of therapy. I need to do something because I have ever since I moved back home, I have just kind of every day either walked parks, walked trails, go to the library, go donate plasma. I have applied for jobs online, but in the area I live in, it's pretty much there is stuff in walking distance, but obviously go talk to them in person. But they say no, they don't got anything. You're still going to be walking on, and just it's like it's a lot. It's a lot of walking when you don't have your own vehicle. You can't legally drive. So, and it's also sucks when everybody that you know of that could or would drive you, they're all at work and could maybe possibly drive you, but or they just or they won't. That's another thing I want to say about when it comes with like friends and family and shit. Of uh, this was the audience. Yep. Uh, so I don't know. Uh, Back to what I was saying was comes to friends and family. There's a certain type of respect, loyalty, trust, and honesty that comes with the territory of that. I am going to say because I don't know. You sit there, you think, you contemplate about your life, the people that's in it, who's gone, who's left. Ah, but I guess I guess maybe I'll just think too much. Maybe I'm in my head too much. Maybe I'm asking for too much sometimes. That maybe that sounds bad. Maybe that's of maybe some people even tell me that's the reason why I don't have anything. And again, personal opinion. Personal opinion. And I'm gonna probably have to use as an example or an analogy so you can understand. But smart people. I consider myself kind of smart. But if I was so damn smart, why would I be or in the predicament that I'm in now, financially and living situation wise? Take Peter Parker for example. We all know he's a genius, and he's Spider Man, world renowned New York street level or supposed to be street level superhero or at least Avengers level superhero. Now everybody knows Spider Man. He's great. Peter Parker, nah, nobody knows him. He's a loser and he's broke, but he's smart as Dickens. Smart as the fucking Dickens. He can go to. I'm gonna be honest. That even a made up character like him, or even real world people with those type of smarts, they sometimes don't come from money. They don't have the money. The only thing they got is their smarts and their wits. And I'm gonna say to maybe throw in there to be a little clever. Sometimes you got to be a little clever. You got to be clever, witty, just out, just outstanding. You know what I'm saying? Outstand yourself. That's kind of crazy to me. It's like, damn, I can't believe I got away with that. But it's like sometimes it's just not right, and we all know life ain't fair because it don't go the way that we want it to. I really do. I really wish it. I really wish it did sometimes too. Because like right now, mine's not going the way it is. setback after setback after setback. Had to sell my truck. I had to move out of an apartment due to legal situations. I'm not going to get into that or say or talk about it or put the person's business or stuff out there like that. But there was that. Then I was fired from my job. So it's like can't catch. It's like you can't never catch a break, can you? You try to your best, but when is enough is enough. And people say no one's going to come save you. No one's going to do that. No one's going to just give you things. I think it needs to go back to that though too. I think it should, because at least then I'm going to say emotionally wise, you'll be a little bit more grateful. I would be a little bit more grateful if someone just gave me a car. It's like they bought and paid for it, is plated, titled, and licensed. Only thing I got to do, and only thing I have to do with that is, just take care of the maintenance and put insurance on it and put gas in it. Someone did that, that would be dope. At that point, because like, well, what are you going to do with that if someone did that for you? Hell, like, what would you even do if someone gave you $20,000 to your bank account? I'm probably about to invest that. I'm probably about to maybe, I don't know, I'll probably get my own place also as well. Buy a little bit things in there. I can probably also get my business off the ground. A lot of people say, I'm saying these things now because probably people will say of things they'll go buy. No, I am using that money. I would be using that money and vehicle to go make more money, but it's like, but that sounds like a handout. Exactly. What if because just like in people like in my situation, because it I don't know. It's like what if you don't have no resource and the only resource is yourself and have yourself. But for 6 months to maybe a year, you got to walk to work. Tell me you're not going to be a little pissy at your friends and family every day because you do this every day, and then when you still get home, your friends want you to go out, your family wants you to do this, or your friends want you to do that, and you're fucking tired. You just did 12 hours. No, leave me alone, please. I want to sit. I want to maybe. I ain't gonna fake it to you people. Is to myself, my idea, at least for relaxation, to where maybe I got a little bit of money, but I don't want to spend it, or there's no reason to go out. My night in would just be literally games, TV, maybe some music, some THC, some food. Um, if I didn't exercise earlier that day, I'll probably exercise. Mm, I'll say probably within maybe a couple of hours, I may read one or two comic books. Um, yeah, but I mean, after that, that'll be about it. That's all I can really say or think of for real, really. Like, I would straight go with that. But if I am going to go out, I think I'm past my partying stage and partying phases now, to where I just want to say now, yeah, just make yeah, like a lot of you just say, just make money, just go make money, my dude. But it's like I don't just want to make money though. I want to make money. I want to invest money. I want to start a business with the money. Now that's putting a lot of pressure. I'm going to even tell myself. A lot of people say you can do. Because a lot of people just tell yourself, just tell me, or when they tell you positively, you can do it. But that's like pressure. You're like, how people want diamonds? You need pressure to make those diamonds. You need a lot of hard pressure to make those diamonds. But eventually, you do hard enough, you got one diamond. But that one diamond still could change your whole life. Hell, if you're able to make that one diamond into a couple more diamonds, boom. It's like, hey, what do you know? But you get my point. But what I'm here on these last 5 minutes to hear and say is, like, no matter where you at and where your life is, how hard it is right now, I guess try not to give up. Cry. Like a lot of people say, uh, I'm going to say I'm a grown man that's not afraid. I'm a grown person that's not afraid to cry. Fuck all that. I'm hard. I'm very masculine. No, I'm hurting inside. I need therapy. I need some fucking comfort to let it come out. Don't ever get it fucking twisted though. That I still won't slap the shit out of you or beat the shit out of you. Again, boxer, I'll fuck you up. But don't ever get it twisted just because I'm letting out my feelings that you can use them against me or say that I'm wrong or like you still not listening to what I'm saying or doing. No, I'm still telling you how I fucking feel. Because if you're you and the shoe was on the other foot, I'll be listening to you and I would try to acknowledge that. I would try to comfort that positively or at least try to think and or do of something positive to maybe help change whatever situation of how you're feeling right now and you can tell me how we can do or change that. Seriously. And I'm talking some sort of positive impact on your life that can come to your life. Something I can do, something I can personally do positive impact on your life. But you have to let me know if I am or not, am or not, doing positive impacts on you. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of people say, if you're not, I'll just say, again, people are different. I'm different. But I'll just say, like, I just kind of feel like if you don't feel like want to be bothered or you feel like we're grown, if you don't want to be bothered and we kind of grown apart, that's fine. I can go. I can hang with that. But if we fell out, now that's different. If you didn't value me in the first place or had no reason being in my life, go there's the door. Walk out. But just know once it's shut, I am. You know how they say burning bridges, being revolving doors. First off, I will seal the door shut. I will strike the match myself and burn the bridge. Because if I didn't see you, you're gonna be here long term in my life. Bye. Sorry. Which I guess that's kind of also why I feel like that's a little bit reason why I'm kind of single a little bit. Because yeah, I still don't have. I mean, it is all still on me. Of like I still don't have all my shit together. A little bit is like I still need to at least have my own place, a job, and some money saved up. I do want to get some. I do want to get back some investments too, and throw that back in there. But first, right now, I need to help. I'm going to help my mom. I'm going to pay off some of these loans of investment debt, and I guess when I'm back to at least try to get to square zero, or at least get to what I need. Uh, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping all goes well because right now it's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So that's I got 11 months, 11 and a half months, and then I'm gonna be out of here. Next time, hopefully, y'all see me. I'm in a whole different spot. It'll be different. I'll have. I won't say what I want, but I'll have close to what I want, but it'll be what I need. I don't need no flashy ass car for transport, but I still would like a truck just because I want my dog back. I miss you, love you, Leia, love you, baby girl. Um, I'm gonna try to build on this. I'm gonna love this job. I'm gonna get those investments back. I'm gonna get my own place. Get those savings up. I won't be just doing it for her, but I'm mostly gonna. It's gonna be for me. I'm not doing it for nobody else. And if it is for somebody else, I hope they know it out there. I hope they know I love them. If they ever watch this video, hopefully they figure it out. It can be anyone, you won't even know it, but try to figure it out. But thank you everyone. Have a good day and have another great morning. Thanks for listening. Timothy Perry. He's out. Peace out. Deuces. Spice guy. Spiced. bitch ass. But thank you.